If you are looking to get stronger, having a good community is going to be one of the best things that you can do for yourself. I'm Scott. I have owned a gym called Alliance Athletics. We have been around for 4 years. We're a queer friendly gym. We're here in Olympia, Washington, and the environment in Alliance Athletics is unlike anything that I've ever been. I've been in dozens of gyms all over the world. And I got to tell you, having the environment where people come together and build a great community is going to be one of the best things that you can experience, especially someone that maybe is a little uncomfortable into the gym. I know that it can be really tough when you are queer to be in a cisgender focused space, and especially in a gym. I know because I was there. I grew up in a hyper masculine type environment. My dad did a lot of bodybuilding type exercises, and so we never really connected on that point because I never wanted to look a certain way. I never understood what it was like to be in the gym and wanting to get stronger. So that just never appealed to me growing up. I never understood putting in enough work to grow my shoulders or grow my chest or have abs or whatever the case may be. Superficially, I wanted all those things because I wanted to fit in, but it never clicked. It never was something that I wanted to do. And then I joined the military. I joined the army, and talk about being in a hypermasculine environment. Being in those gyms was basically being in a bodybuilding gym for the most part. And so I really didn't feel like I fit in anywhere. And that is why Alliance Athletics was eventually born. I actually opened up another gym before I opened up Alliance Athletics, and it was very much like a functional fitness type gym where people came in and we were trying to build a community, but the branding wasn't there. And so a lot of people joined for a lot of different reasons. It just never clicked. And so that gym ended up closing. Regardless, we have Alliance Athletics now. And the problem is, I don't have that in every city. I actually get that comment a lot. Man, I wish you were here. I wish you were in this city. I wish you were in my hometown. And it's tough because I am not a huge franchise person. I don't know if I want to take this and move it to all these different locations. I wish we were right in your backyard somehow that you can all come here and join Alliance Athletics, but that's not how the world works, unfortunately. So, how can we combat this in a sense that if you can't come to Alliance Athletics and be a part of our gym, how can you be a part of our community? Well, the Pride Strength Project is the answer to that. That is what we use to build a community online. We are all following the same program. I follow the program. I lifted today. I'm actually about to hop in the bath because my neck is a little sore. I did a little oopsie doodle during my workout today. No big deal. Worked it out. But that community, if that's something that I can post, be like, hey, anybody else have any trouble with their neck today? And I can get answers from everybody else. You can post your comments and you can post your form. You can talk to other people all over the country to make sure we're all on the same path and we're all moving forward. There is obviously nothing that can replace a community where you walk into and where everything is, and every piece of it is going to be a part of your daily activities. But this can replace a little piece of it. Knowing that you're able to go into a space and have a plan is so important. There is nothing like being able to say, I may not enjoy fully the gym that I'm at, but knowing that I can be a part of a community and be a part of this online community, the Pride Strength Project, and I am getting strong along with everybody else. I may not know and work out at the same time as anybody else that is doing this program, but I know that all over the world, people are logging in and doing the same workout that I am and having the same troubles and having the same victories as myself. And I think that really does mean something. I think building community is super important. And I think that even if you can build it in a small way online, I know that I have been a part of online communities and it's been really deeply satisfying for me and has helped me push forward. Even superficial online communities. I am on TikTok, and so when I belong to the queer community on TikTok and the little leftist community on TikTok that we are mutuals on, it's really a nice thing to know that people have that shared experience. If you were interested in opening a queer gym, I can tell you that it doesn't take much. Even a queer space where it's a cooperative, if you have a garage, that's a great place to start. Most equipment that I have found, Facebook Marketplace is a great tool that you can use to get equipment on the cheap. It doesn't take a lot. Barbell, some dumbbells if you can get them, but having some plates and having a bench and having a squat rack, I make sure that all of the movements that you're going to be able to do are barbell friendly because I train out of my garage sometimes. There's a lot of times where being in that community as a figurehead, as the person who runs the gym and owns the gym, I don't always get the best workout because people are asking me questions, as they rightly should. I am a visible part of the whole community and the person that they know they can go and ask. So I like to go and work out in my garage. And so I modify a lot of things to do just barbell stuff. The Pride Strength project, each little exercise that you can complete has its own little, we can modify anything that you need. I usually have suggestions for modifications when we're looking at just a barbell or a dumbbell alternative to any of the machine stuff that we usually have. And so you're able to bring in 5 or 6 people that all train together. And that's kind of how maybe a co-op gym might start in your hometown. You find some garage that, or some open space. You can even be renting a small warehouse. My gym started in 800 square feet. I managed to put 2 squat racks, a full set of dumbbells up to 100 pounds, a dedicated bench, and an Airdyne bike and a deadlift platform. So I put all, and a cable tower. So I put all of those things into it. 800 square feet. It was 24/7. People actually signed up for times. It was great. It was the most fun that I've had in a long time, and really erased a lot of the memories of closing down my old gym. And it erased a lot of the memories of the gyms that I had been to in the past where there was no community. It was just a place that had equipment in it. And that is what a lot of gyms are, just a place that have equipment in it. Anytime that you have anytime that you have a gym, you're going to have a culture. And that culture is going to be determined by who owns it. That's why LA Fitness and Planet Fitness, they all feel very sterile because it's a bunch of shareholders that own it and a bunch of CEOs that are disconnected from the day-to-day reality of whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish. So it feels very sterile because they're trying to appeal to a broad audience. But then you've got places like your local CrossFit box that feels very like there's a culture about the CrossFit box, but each CrossFit box has its own little microculture based on who owns it. So some are going to be honestly more militaristic and more right leaning. Some are going to be far on the left. It just depends on who it is that's running that gym. Then you've got bodybuilding gyms. People tend to try to stock their gyms with whatever it is that they're passionate about. So if they're passionate about bodybuilding, they're going to build out aesthetic rooms. They're going to build out the equipment that you're going to have that suits bodybuilding type workouts, the specialty equipment that bodybuilders really love and really enjoy. For me, it was building a place where I could share strength training without it being overwhelming. So that's how it started at first. I wanted to build a spot where you can come in and do strength training, but you had to have a membership to get in. So there was no open door where anybody could just walk in off the street. Everybody had a key to get in. And that is how we did crowd control and kept things private. As we grew, I put privacy glass up on all the windows. We have great lighting in there, but people were like, oh, it's like being in a fishbowl. So I put up privacy glass. And as we grew and grew, it was a lot of, hey, what do you guys want? And I would listen to the community and then I would go out and get that. I had my own ideas about how to expand. And right now, we are in a great place as far as what the equipment that we've got and the sessions that we got, the memberships that we have. And I know that it's really tough to find something like Alliance Athletics out there, but I really do believe that joining an online community like the Pride Strength Project is going to be the next best thing. So we can open up Alliance Athletics all over the country. And who knows, we have a 5-year lease, so we're going to do the long range planning, and in 5 years, we'll see where we land. I do know that I want more queer friendly gyms in all sorts of neighborhoods. It's really a great place, not just for queer people, but also for cisgendered people to come and lift that don't want to deal with bad attitudes, that don't want to deal with that typical bro culture, that don't want to deal with crowded gyms. I get a lot of comments about people saying, oh, this gym is going under because it's not crowded, because that's by design. We don't want to have a big crowded space where everybody's packed in. And at some point, we will cap our membership. We will say that's enough. We want to prioritize the user experience, and we'll probably do something like that with the Pride Strength Project as well, because I really believe that the user experience is going to be what sets us apart from everything else. If you have any questions about opening up a gym or how to start a co-op or what equipment that you would get for opening up your own space, even if it's just you in your garage or whatever space that you've got, please leave the comments down below. I have a lot of experience with opening up different places and different spaces and what works and what doesn't work. I've got a lot of gym equipment experience and knowing what's good for whatever application that you're trying to do. And if you're looking for a community that's online, you can get a 7-day free trial for our Pride Strength Project. The link will be down in the description. You cancel anytime. It is there for you as a resource as long as you need it. And I would hope that you subscribe and follow, and we'll continue on this journey, and we'll talk about something else. All right. We will see you in the next one. Bye.